London! The largest city in the greater London area. You can't get a bigger one than this. This is where jam was invented. I've got tits. Let me just explain this before I get any further, that it was, well, as a transvestite, it's my job. When I first came out, when I was 23, which is fucking 6 years ago now, I was with breasts. I was avec breasts, or con breasts, as the Spanish say, and it just didn't fucking work. People kept going, yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Would you like tea with that, sir? Yes, tea. Why don't you put it on my breasts? Tea for this man's breasts. Thank you, Miguel. Anything else? No, fuck off. So obviously it wasn't working, so I threw my breasts away out of the window of my Lamborghini. In my mind. Actually, I threw them out the window of my Ford Fiesta. In my mind. Actually, threw them out of the skip that I was living in. And they hit a small child who ran up, Mom, jellyfish drive-by shooting. Jellyfish mugged me, Mum. Jellyfish? Where are their tentacles? Must have burnt up on re-entry. Can I keep them, Mum, just for church? As many people do. So that was good. So I was without breast. And then I thought, no, I've got breast envy. Just like penis envy, which I do not have. I have penis nonchalance. Penis casualness, penis... Yes, Vicar, I know what you mean, but... Boom, time for tea. Throw it over your shoulder. Dick Whittington type of nonchalance. Did Dick Whittington and Robin Hood realize that one day people would go, ha-ha, I'll go back to London. One day, Dick, you're going to be famous. I know I'm a famous Lord Mayor of London. No, the girls are going to play you. It's just your kind of louche way. So I went and I bought a pair of breasts. And I went down and said, pair of your finest breasts. And it was just like that scene from Harry Potter when he's getting a wand. And they go, oh, yes. John Hurt, breasts for Mr. Izzard. Yes. What about the C cup that you're doing? I said, yeah. Fucking hell, mate. They're a bit fly-by-night. Yes. Maybe not. Maybe something heavier. The double Ds would do you nice. So that's what I got, you know. And they're great. They have advantages. They do. You lose weight immediately. Immediately your chest is here, and so you've got this concave bit. And people are going, hey, you've lost weight. No, I've got big tits. Ah. Knew there was something. And you can strap them around your ears in an aeroplane. Cuts down the noise. I'm sorry, you know. There's always kids crying in aeroplanes. Even if there's no kid on the aeroplane, they seem to find... Come on, you're going to Denver. I don't want to go to Denver. British Midland doesn't fly to Denver. Oh, the fuck do you know all about our schedules, eh? Sit there, I'll get you with a metal fork. No longer the metal knife, because the metal knife has been removed since September the 11th. But the metal fork's still there, because that's not dangerous. You could stick it in your eye and... I laugh at your fork in the eye thing. In the jugular. Psst. No real problem. They're gonna go soon. It'll just be the spoon, and that'll only hurt if you're an egg. Or the nibblies. And there's never enough fucking nibblies. And you go, more nibblies, more nibblies. It's only a 40-minute flight. I can eat more than this in 40 minutes. And the other thing, and women don't actually do this, and I think they should, because it's great. You can just grab your boobs when you're talking to officials. How fast was I going? I don't even have a car. That's quite unusual. Yeah, and I've decided to associate with superheroes as a transvestite. Superheroes. I may as well. I'm positive thinking kind of action transvestite. You've got to fucking be positive thinker. Because I still get grief. But superheroes, why the fuck? Because we love superheroes. We have the X-Men, the Y-Men, the B-Men, the C-Men. Not the C-Men, actually, I didn't catch them. seamen. Lots of animals, Superman, Batman, Catman, Dogman, Frogman. Elephant Man? Then he should have been a superhero. That would have, balanced out. And that goes all the way back to the Greeks. All the way back. The Greeks had heroes like Achilles was a great hero. Achilles with the Achilles heel. So everyone kept going, fuck off the heel, fuck. And they'd just tap it, unwrap it, ow, ow. I think he just annoyed him, the heel, had an itchy heel or something. Agamemnon, great warrior, had an Achilles neck. That was his weak spot. If you caught him with a double-bladed axe just there, he didn't like it. As his head went, boom, he'd go into emergency chicken mode. Dun, 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 dun. What to do? I've got no head. Can't think. Invade Spain. Why? Lost all my strategy. But they keep going. Chickens, they cut their head off and they keep going. I respect that. I think it would be good if a lot more of us had that chicken spirit. Because at school we go, chicken, chicken. We shouldn't, we should go, chicken. It's a fucking chicken, sir. Like we go, tiger, chicken. The ability to keep going with no head is to be respected. And pointed out as unusual. It seems to be a bit of a waste of time. But I think they go around in circles, which is like if you spin a coin, eventually they go whoop, blub, 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 and then you can eat them. You can't eat them until they go down. That's the law. Chicken undertakers have a problem. Here lies Steve the chicken, died 1923, 3:30 p.m., 3:35 p.m., quarter to 4. Later that afternoon, died of injuries sustained while being a chicken. Is buried here. Well, he isn't actually, because we ate him and threw the other bits in the bin. My job's a bit weird, really. I always wanted to be a lumberjack. Or a transvestite. Anyway, that's all from me. Love from Kenny. Chickens. So, The Siege of Troy. So good, they're making it into another film. Paris, next to Paris, who's a personal shopper, I think. He said, come on, Helen, come on. Come on. Dad, look, I'm going to marry Helen. She's already married, you fucking idiot. Nip upstairs, see if you can see any ships. All right? Yeah, I can see ships. Well, how many? All of them. Everything in Greece. Fucking nuts. And Odysseus was there as well. Odysseus, another great Greek hero, didn't actually do much in the Siege of Troy, but on the way back had an odyssey. Odysseus had an odyssey. His name was Jonathan. It would have been a Jodyssey. But if you do read the Greek myths, it does seem like they're written by someone with a huge bag of weed and a lot of spare time. Have you read them? So the blue monkeys of the land of Twang flew off with their magic feet and landed on a tortoise called Bill, who surrendered immediately and gave them all the cats that he had collected over the years. Then they all went and lived in a ditch for a while, and fucking nuts. Odysseus, he had a thing with the sirens. The sirens were beautiful women who were on this island, and they would sing all day, to entice sailors to come to them. Come over here, we are beautiful women. And we've got really good parking for ships. Whatever it's called. You're a bit flat, Susan. Ooh, can you fucking get over it? And then they'd come over and they'd crash and drown. And the women would go, which is a bit of a girly trick in my book. There were sirens. They were probably just standing there going, ooh. Or even, boo, 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 meh, 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 doo, 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 doo. Odysseus sailing by going, someone's trying to break into that island. If he was in a speedboat. We're not sure what the boat, probably one of those big rigging boats with a big wheel. Someone's trying to break into that island. Or maybe a small dinghy. Someone's trying to break into that island. Or windsurfing. Someone's trying to break into that island. Rowing boat. Someone's trying to break into that island. This is for the DVD. Different endings are on the DVD. Then there's Perseus. Perseus, his story is completely bonkers. The son of Zeus, right, goes to a wedding, and the king there says, I want a wedding present. I want the head of Medusa, who's a Gorgon from the cheese family. Bring me her head. What's she look like? She's got snakes for hair, and if you look at her, you turn to stone. All right, I'll go and find her. Excuse me. And he doesn't know where she is. Where's Medusa? Go to the land where the grey women live. 3 grey women who have one eye between them that they take out and share amongst each other. And there you will find... It's in there. That's fucking true. That's in there. It's just smoky stories. I don't think it was like that at all. And he goes there and he's encouraged to steal the eye when they're passing it around. There you go, Shirley. Shirley? Thank you. I haven't got it yet. Sybil? What? I've got your bloody eye. Now, where's Medusa live? Oh, bum. Number 23, Acacia Avenue. All right. Medusa's one of 3 Gorgons. I didn't remember this bit. 2 of which are immortal, which is pointless in the story, isn't it? Going to kill the immortal... What's the fucking point? And they're there, and Medusa's obviously going, he's coming to kill us, the son of Zeus. Well, he's not coming to kill me. Well, he might, Simon, you don't know. No, I'm immortal. He's not coming to kill me because I'm immortal. Are you? What about you, Andrew? No, I'm immortal too. Simon, Andrew, both immortal? When was this? Well, yesterday, the immortality van came by, and we bought 2 large ones with extra sprinkles. Where the fuck was I? You were down the bloody hairdressers. Having snakes for hair, no one's checked it out. They wake up half an hour before you. Oh, fucking hell, the snakes are out. Put the video about the mice on. They love that. Down the hairdresser. Hello, Medusa, how are you doing? Look in the mirror, look in the mirror. Everyone look in the mirrors. How are you doing? How are your fucking snakes doing? It's not your roots, is it? I'm not going to do your... Can you get a bigger hairbrush? Or a tennis bat or something? Charlene? Can you shampoo, love? Fuck off. Charlene? And Perseus killed them because he was given by Athena, I think it was, a magic shield which had a reflective inside, and so he attacked looking in the reflection. This does not work because it's concave, and that inverts the image. Not only reflects it, inverts it like a box brownie. So therefore, he must have gone in like this. Can you stand still, please? I can't look at you. I've stabbed you 2 times, I'm sure. Are you the immortal one? Is your sister in? She's down the hairdressers. They were the heroes of Greek time, the mythological people. Then the Romans, a bit more down to earth, their heroes were the fighters of the time, the generals, the gladiators. Then in the Dark Ages, the heroes were anyone with a torch. Can't fucking see anything. These Dark Ages are crap, aren't they? Can't find any batteries either. How long do you think they're going to go on? Oh, ages. Now, that shouldn't get a laugh by rights, should it? No. That should be a groaner. Gets a laugh every time. Bit weird. Not many Dark Ages jokes, I think. Yeah. Why is your shoulder so high? So anyway, the reason why I've decided to associate mentally with superheroes as a transvestite is because there's a link-up. You're probably wondering why. Both transvestites and superheroes have to change clothes before they help people. Except transvestites don't help people. But apart from that, fucking similar, huh? Help us, Superman. Help us, a child is hurt. Superman. What's the problem? He's got a grazed knee. Right, you want to put Savlon on that? You put a plaster over the top. What's it, an earthquake? No, he fell off his bike. Well, I don't get out of bed for less than a helicopter crash. I mean, this is crap. You could have done this. Yeah, we really wanted to meet you, really. Stupid. Why have you got your pants on the outside? It saves on washing. What, you don't have to wash it? Well, I don't wash it at all. Ooh. We won't ask for you again. Help us, Captain Transvestite. That child is at Captain Transvestite. Oh, God, it's 20 minutes. Fuck. I look like a bloke. Oh, shit. What? He's dead now? I came as fast as I could. 20 minutes you took. I had a glass of wine. You should be quicker. How did he die? Died of gangrene. Can't die of gangrene in 20 minutes. He fell in a lump of gangrene. Well, I've got a lip liner. What is a lip liner going to do? I could draw a circle around him for the police. Mars, the red planet, with finally the British with Beagle 2. I don't know what happened to Beagle 1, but Beagle 2's going there. And it's going to land, and great, I'm so pleased. I didn't even know until about a week ago. But Mars, it came to visit us not so long ago. And it came down, and it was only 35 million miles away, and it went from 1 pinprick in the sky to 3 pinpricks in the sky. And we were going, God, it's... Oh, no, there it is. It's a street lamp. It was a little bit underwhelming to me. But if you stood on the roof of your house and you had an extended car aerial, and on the end of that you had a frog with a long tongue who had a stick insect on the end of that, who was holding one of those metal tape measures that you can click down, and you used to use as swords, but you made it too long, that used to go kadunk in the middle. And if you got all that together and waggled that, you could almost touch Mars if you were insane. Fucking miles away, 35 million miles away. God, I want to be woken up when Mars is, fuck it up. Mars is at the kitchen window. Number 23's had it. That's Medusa gone. I wonder if she's down hairdressers. That's the noise you need, isn't it? It started in the late 70s, early 80s, around the Star Wars, when spaceships would come by. And you'd believe them because of that noise they made. Without the noise... that's just someone's hand. With the wrong noise... What's that? It's the home program. What is it? Which comes from Gregorian chants. Gregorian chants, which were developed by monks. A monk called Gregory, who was into chanting. Because the monks were initially monkeys. Ooh. There were guys who dressed up in monkey suits and they collected bananas for the Pope. Banana for the Pope, banana for the Pope. And the Pope sent back letters. These were the Pope's letters to the monkeys, which were suppressed because they were too funny. What the fuck are you sending me bananas for? Chapter 2, verses 1 to 7. Fuck off with the bananas. You stupid bastard. The monkey's letter was back to the Pope. We have got more bananas for you. We are reading between the lines and realize that you love bananas and what... Stop being monkeys. So they stopped being monkeys and they started wearing duffel coats, just being monks. At that point, who are you? I want to be a monkey. Oh, we've given up the monkey thing. I can do chants. And they create Gregorian chants. They go on for hours. It's like they do circular breathing, I think. Sometimes you put them on in your house or you go into a church and there's 2 people with sheet music just at the back of the room. It's a little bit boring. There must be a temptation to occasionally go, ya da 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 I am excited by Mars. I'm excited by our solar system. We've now found that 73% of the galaxy is dark matter. What? What the fuck is that? It's not all that stuff. It's because we've got 200 billion galaxies. No, yeah, 200 billion galaxies with each got 200 billion stars. Oh my fucking God. And 70%, and that's only 27% of the universe, and the rest of it is nothing. But even bigger than nothing, very dark nothing. So you go into, oh fuck. Don't go in there. There's 73% of it. Hello? Hello? Oh, I am Mr. Dark Matter. Anyway, but I'm fascinated. I am fascinated, because like the Lunar Project, I was fascinated by that, and the Americans went, the Russians, the Americans, Russians, all the way to the moon. Remember there's a moon race? And at some point the Russians went, I don't want to go to the moon no more. I'm fed up with it. It's got all the rocks there, and I don't want to go no more. And my accent's gone weird. Dad decided I didn't want to, because they probably worked out it's full of rocks, so there's no point going. And the Mars seems to have ice. Mars has ice. You could travel for 6 months and get a gin and tonic. It's not very good. So it's exciting in a kind of boring and tedious way. Like archaeology, which I find terribly exciting in a boring and tedious way. So we found something. What have you found? What have you found? Well, give us a toothbrush in 10 years and we'll tell you. The time team I like, the time team are good, the time team, 3 days. They go in 3 days. I don't know what they take, crack cocaine, they get in there. Dig, motherfucker, dig, get it up. Get those bones out of the way. We've got a huge swimming pool, it's obviously Roman. They've just dug a big hole. Is it? Could be Roman. They're professionals. I've watched nearly every episode they've done. I love it to death. They go in, they know what they're doing. 3 days. 3 days. Like 4 days. No, 4 days too much. 3 days enter, 1 man leave. Don't know why. I went and helped. They had a celebrity come and help you dig a ditchy day. And I, as a minor celebrity, went and helped you dug a ditchy. And I was fuck all in it. There wasn't in it. It was true archaeology. Sometimes there's fuck all in there. The Romans have forgot to leave coins. Normans haven't put a sword down there. Vikings didn't leave their helmets in a hole. Bastards. And I'm the Muggins here digging a hole full of worms. We're friends of Medusa. Where does she wear her hair in later years when she's on the tight rollers? And there was nothing in it. And I was hoping for, afterwards, I thought maybe Roman coins or a Norman sword. Viking helmet. Maybe I'm not into archaeology. Maybe I'm into piracy, because that's... But I do like it. I did this documentary called Mongrel Nation about all the different things about the Romans and the Vikings and stuff. The Vikings gave us words like kiosk. And it's bizarre. It's a Viking word, Danish Norm. They obviously came in and hacked and killed and raped and pillaged and then said, if you'd like a souvenir of today's experience, we have a kiosk set up on the beach. Viking helmets and body parts, maybe your own. Thank you so much. So people who change clothes and help people. There's another group. There are firefighters. We like firefighters because you're firefighters. You hear that noise. You look in your rear view mirror of your car and you see fire. You look out the window, you see Erif written on the front. And you're almost going, get out of the way! Erif van, let the firefighters through. Then you hear, no, you see police. You look out, you see Ekilop. You one-eyed monster, move. The police must do their duty. Then you see ambulance. And it's good to have all these people helping. Firefighters, there's never good firefighter, bad firefighter. You never have... There's Hitler and Nelson Mandela stuck in a room. They get them both out. Get them both out. Come on, both. Hitler, hang on a sec. Nelson, come on, Nelson. Nelson Mandela, give him a cup of tea. Hitler, hang on, I just got to go and get a fork. Oh, he's all burnt up. Oh, la-di-da. But they have slidey poles. All firefighters in the world have slidey poles everywhere. Australia, New Zealand, China, Venezuela, slidey poles. They get them from the first floor to the ground floor, into the fire engine, and off they jolly well go. I just thought, why not have a room on the ground floor? No one seems to have come up with a very good reason why the fire engine can't be here and everyone waiting on call here. With a slidey pole, 20 people, fire! Form a queue, go, 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 go! Push, first time, jump, next, push him, kick him. God, it's got his legs stuck. What is he, a trainee? Fuck, hack it off, use your axe. No, take no prisoners, push him. Fuck, we got no stairs. Get the whole point of the pole. I'm going in the lift. Never go in a lift in a fire. You should never go, you're right. And I think the firefighters should say, look, we do a good job, we want slidey poles. It's obviously fun, till your daddy takes the T-bird away. And so have more slidey poles, have a whole house of slidey poles. And when the alarm goes off, people will come from miles around. Fire, ding-a-ling. One outside the building. Turn, double twist, open top fire engine. Let's go. Fire! And there must be times when you just try, get out the way, fire! The adrenaline pumping, come on, fire, fire! After 5 minutes, I go, where are we fucking going? Look for smoke. That's the old fire engines. Look for smoke. Modern ones as well. Where else you go? Can't fucking get it to stay there. Then they put on the siren. Come to me, bring your ships upon the shore. We are naked women. That's the Greek siren button, you idiot. That's for the way back when we're on the pole. And they have a bag of cats next to the window and they throw them out one by one. That's why you get the noise. Meow. 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 And Dr. Doppler was sitting in his car one day at a T-junction. Meow. Meow. You hear the change in note of cats as they fly by. This effect I have been studying for some minutes now. And I will write a paper on it. I will call it the change in note of cats effect. You should call it the Doppler effect. After yourself, then people would shag you. Yes, good idea, Professor Pavlov. You know it works for you. Unfortunately, everyone thinks I design cakes. Professor Pavlova. And the dogs, every time I ring a bell now, they ask for tiramisu. They are all dyslexic, so I give them taramasalata. What a bizarre piece of stand-up that was. But this is all about, well, the superhero thing is because I want to think positive, because I do get hassle still. People do go... Small kids are kind of fun. They just get together in groups and go... And I go and stand with them. When they're in groups like that, I just go and stand in the middle of them and they go... I don't look at them, I just, pretend I'm texting. Because in the old days, you'd do a cigarette, and that was something to look like you were doing something when you were not doing anything, remember that? And then you stop smoking, you're just an idiot. Thank God for texting now with phones, we can... Even if a phone's got no battery in it. Yeah, no, I said that. I told him, yeah. Yeah. Texting is great. Predictive texting is so much fun. In America, it does not exist yet. In America, they say, what do you, this texting, that doesn't, we love it. And they're so fast with predictive, except you say weird things that you weren't predicting at all. I want to go and lump your ham. Send. Oh. But have you found that if someone sends you that, you just go into it as if you're forwarding it, and then go up to the word, and you can scroll through and probably guess which words they're trying to say. I want to go and feel your nattocks. And if you're spelling a word and it doesn't know it, it goes, oh no, try and spell that. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you've gone on and you've written some bizarre word that says nattabuttahoodabasta. And it has 3 other variations of it. Nattabuttahoodabasta, nattabuttahandabasta, nattabuttaheedlebada, and nattabuttabuttabulla. What fucking language are we on here? Thank God for key lock, eh? Before key lock, you used to get those messages for 2 minutes. And you would listen. You would listen for all 2 minutes. Sometimes, in case they went, and Eddie's a wanker. You think I'm out. Did you do that? Or was it just me? I'm paranoid. So, yes, dealing with fear. That's what I'm quite good at now. Fear management. Fear, putting it in the bag. Go away, fear. Stand still, fear. Jump through hoops. So I've decided to learn martial arts. And I'm now a black belt in sashimi, which is like sushi, but there's no rice involved. So you just fling fish and salmon, tuna, salmon. The white one that's horrible. Isn't that white one fucking horrible? I don't know what it is. Octopus, which is quite nice, but if you see them really, you go, blah. It's a brain, a slimy brain with legs. It's gonna go. But they're so small. Octopuses are so small, they're little pusses. There must be big ones down below. Octopus? No, it's small. I'm not scared of that, even though it moves in a funny way. Yes, so I'm a black belt in that, and I'm also a black belt in Fakendo, which is basically where you go, you fuck off. No, you fuck off, you fucking off. And then you'd say this, come over here and say that. And never say that, because they always... Did you leave me a phone message? But if people do come over and say that, you know, I've got a way of getting out of it. You could say, now go over there and say that. Now come over here and say that. Now go over there and say that. Now go to Venezuela and say that. And when they're in Venezuela, in the customs, then you can escape. But it's fear. I try not to show fear. Everything is about trying not to show fear unless you're really scared. Like sharks. Sharks can smell. No, they can hear fear. No, they can't hear anything, can they? They've got no ears. Sharks have no ears. You can go up to them and go, I really don't like you, sir. I don't like your manner at all. I think you are basically fascisti. And they would just smile quietly to themselves. Because during evolution, sharks, their ears went all the way down their body until they evolved off their tails. And their ears are on the fish behind. I can fucking hear everything. Sharks' eyes, they're just stickers. That's why they look so dead. Sometimes they float off and there's 2 on one side. Or they both float off and they're on the fish behind. Very few fish swim like this, actually. Most fish swim like this. If they're doing come dancing. So sharks, watch out for sharks. The way they get sharks, in case you meet a shark, you're swimming in the Thames, you know, on a balmy summer's day, like never, and a shark comes out. If you get with a shark, because you could go on holiday, it's the nose. Go for the nose. The nose has a gelatinous liquid inside. It is their sonar, and that's how they judge distances and everything. And if you bonk them on the nose, they go... If you kiss them on the nose, they go, ah, floaty light. And if you stick your finger in their nostril, it deactivates a shark. I have seen a picture. National Geographic, a guy with his finger in a shark's nostril, and the shark's going, ah. If you don't believe me, try it on your friends. What are you doing? So if you do it, and when you take your finger out of a shark's nostril, there's 10 seconds before they'll do anything, which is useless. So the best thing is just to keep it in there and swim it ashore. Look at that guy's trying to save the shark's life. Fantastic. Yes, it's true, but they're protected. You can't kill them because they're protected by the United Nations of Shark Protection thingy. I think you should kill them. They're fucking fascist fish, aren't they? They're murdering fucking big one-ton bastards. They keep eating humans. Couldn't we just kill them for the fuck of it? Like flies. Flies. Kill all flies. That's my advice. And I think it's something that social democratic people can get behind. Murder flies in their beds. Find them, burn them, kill all flies. No one's got to go, save the fly. Because flies, you know what they do? They actually, you know, the positive thing, like bees make honey and flies make nothing. Bad noises. If they went, ah, you'd like them. It'd be Steve, little Johnny, nip outside and get some flies. Your aunt and uncle are coming over. Ah, oh, we've got flies. Very nice. And, you know, they look evil, they're born on poo, and they come from maggots. They come into your room, they're so stupid, they go... You open the window for them, they go... Go out the window, go out the window, go out the window, go out the... You encourage them with The Guardian. Go out the window, go out the window. And you get the Telegraph, a more right-wing newspaper. Go out the window. Like a Nazi daily. Get out the fucking window. And they go up to the window and go... And you open the window right next to them and they go... Go out the window, go out the window, go out the window, using all different types of magazines, Vanity Fair, old ones, The Lady. Get out with The Lady. But they go... But that's much more syncopated than they get. If flies came into our room and went... Two flies going around... Come to me. No bloody chance. They never get bored. They have less imagination than goldfish. They should at some point just, after half a day of this, go... Boring myself now. They do about October, don't they? About October, they shut up. They're obviously going, I don't know why I was making that noise. They're just floating around in your... Like now, if you see a fly in December, it's going around going, I don't... Where they all gone? I can't be bothered to make that noise. So stupid, they're annoying them. You try and get them, they have a Klingon cloaking device. And they reappear when you're not expecting them. Bastards. I put it to even Buddhist monks who are not allowed to kill ants and anything because they believe in reincarnation, they must be there going, my child, the middle way is the way. It's the way of enlightenment. What is the middle way, oh grandmaster? I'm not a chess player. Get that fly. Get the guardian, will you? Oh, it must be tricky. Yes, but flies, you know how many flies there are in the world? There are over 272 flies in the world. Way over. Probably a lot more. I got bored counting, but the real number is probably a child's number. It's probably a wazillion, gazillion, quadrillion, fratrillion. My dad's bigger than yours, Dad. How did we know our dad was bigger than your dad? Because we were down here, our dads were up there, and we'd have to triangulate off the top of our dads' heads at this angle. And use very advanced geometry to be able to tell, because you couldn't, if you were lying at a twisted angle, then your dad could have been 9'3". You know, remember those adults that were really tall and you come back and they were your teachers? And they're there? Because they weren't teachers, they were other pupils. Who've got restricted growth syndrome. No, forget that. But anyway. So flies are bad and they bring disease. They're dirty and the poo and everything. And the small one, the malaria that comes from that one, that you hear in the middle of the night in your ear. Lights on. We're not going to sleep with this fucker. It's going to suck us dry in different places. If a mosquito just sucked from one place, and so you had one bump, and he went away. I'm a mosquito. Yeah, we got malaria. So it's fear. Now, flies don't feel fear. You can go up to flies and go, and they go, no, they don't really feel it. They don't feel anything. But horses, they can sense fear. You get in the back of a horse, they know within 30 seconds if you are scared. So wear wooden underpants is my advice. And dogs as well. I go up to dogs and I put my hand in front of their mouth. And they know that I do not fear. So they never, ever, except occasionally, bite my hand. And if they do, I pull away, then I pull over. And the dog flips over. Then I come underneath the dog and then back over. And then over and over and over. I take my hand out, I throw a towel in, and the dog does a tumble dry. It's quite a tricky one to do. You have to be very good at yo-yo to get that one going. Walk the dog. But dogs are not that smart upstairs. Greyhounds, very sleek and timorous beasties, but they get put in cages once a week, and they're in there going, what am I doing in prison? I don't want to be in prison. I'm just a fast-running, sleeky dog. I don't know. Bunny rabbit. I completely forget they should be going déjà vu. I've chased this rabbit before. I've done this whole thing before. In fact, I wish this bloody microphone was... All the other dogs, Jeff Fredman, dog, bunny rabbit. They just chase the bunny rabbit, and they should have the cameras on the dogs at the end of the race when they're going, fucking fast bunny rabbit. I normally catch the bunny rabbit. I catch, 4 out of 5. That is a nuclear bunny rabbit in my book. It's steering. It's like he's nailed to a railway line. One dog should be sharp enough in one race to go, let him go, Stevie, Harry, Jimmy, let him go. I got a plan. Got a plan? Yeah. I think that dog is diseased. I think he's crazy. I think he's like a chicken. He's just going to keep going. And if we stay right here, I think that bunny rabbit there is going to come back round. It is mine. Oh, look, he's coming. Everyone look casual. Choo-choo, Samakana. Here he comes. Ah! It's got a metal wheel for a front wheel. Greyhounds, they're the sharp ones. You look at a greyhound. You're a clever dog. Come with me, I will make you a leader of dogs. The dog goes, food? You know what I'm saying, don't you? Follow me, I shall train you to lead people with restricted eyesight. Food now? With marrow, the yummy bit at the center of humans? Which is what they're after, that's why we're man's best friend. They just want your spinal column. So yes, and these dogs are trained. Guide dogs, they know how to guide because they're trained. 147 magnetic, church with a spire. Meow, meow, come to me, bring me. Dog food shop, ding-a-ling-ling. They always end up at the dog food shop. Watch out with guide dogs. Let's go to the park today, dog food shop. I think I'd like to go down to the library, read some books in Braille. Dog food shop. Let's go and buy some new clothes, dog food shop. I know someone that has a dog that's a failed guide dog that obviously just fucked up, that was like, I didn't know they fuck up. Has a lead. Meow, 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 meow. Where's your owner? Where's your owner gone? Well, you failed your exam then, because you killed your owner. That is an interesting theory that I didn't know about, called the out of Africa thing, which proves that everyone by DNA, or DNA, as we now call it, that everyone comes from Africa. And this is brilliant because it means that racist people can retire. And they've done a hell of a job over the years. I mean, fantastic world wars, a lot of hatred and bile and body counts. The Vikings came in and did that and had kiosks. It's, but interesting, racist people are never as polite as smokers. Smokers always go, do you mind if I smoke? Oh, you do? That's okay, I'll go outside and have a cigarette. Racist people never go, do you mind if I'm racist? Oh, you do? No, I'll go outside and be racist. Fucking blue people. So this is 50,000 years ago. 50,000 years ago. And remember, our civilization, 5,500 years, 50,000 years ago. And they invented stuff. They invented fire. Someone invented fire. There was a day before fire and a day after. Day before, the day after. Day before was obviously, turn up the, throw another log on your brother. What's for dinner? Salad. We always have salad. There is only salad. Or does it have a dressing then? Or like a bandage? No. Like balsamic vinaigrette. Where did that come from? Balsamic vinaigrette? Well, 10 years ago, balsamic vinaigrette. You've got what? I suffer from balsamic vinaigrette. What is it? It's a limp thing. There's a dressing you for. Oh, dressing. Well, what other dressings do you have? We have balsamic vinaigrette. We have Thousand Island. We have 999 Island with a flake in it. We have 3 Mile Island, the extra tang, and balsamic vinaigrette. I think that was suggested to us with Star Wars speak, as Alec Guinness used to do. Why don't you have balsamic vinaigrette? I will have balsamic vinaigrette. You will like, I will like balsamic vinaigrette. You will find it I find it very yummy. Can you stop finishing my sentences? What's it made of? It is yummy. Oh, we like balsamic vinaigrette. What's in it? It's got balsa wood or something. There's obviously model aeroplanes that don't work and kids go, oh, crap, crap. Put it in the salad, put it in the salad. Solve it. Very gluey, this. That's it, balsamic. Anyway, forget balsamic. So someone said, I'm not having bloody salad anymore. I'm gonna invent something to heat this thing up. Well, after you've masturbated. This is not masturbation, Cheryl. If I did this to my penis, it would come off at the hinge. This is how you masturbate. if you work in a signal box. So what do you do? You're twig spinning, Jeff. That's fantastic. This is not twig spinning, Shirl. You're drilling to China, are you? China doesn't exist. It's 50,000 years ago. Oh, how very date-specific you are. Look, it says twig spinning, yes, but I spin it. It makes hot stuff, and it makes it hot, then it makes smoke, and it makes orange and yellow stuff. I'm going to be famous, Shirl. Jeff, you're not going to be famous. Come and have your salad. I am going to be... Jeff Fire, you are not going to be famous. Spinning a twig. Come and have your salad. I am sure. You know what I'm going to call it? I'm going to call it Jeff. For years, they think, throw another log on the Jeff. Let's have a Barbie on the Jeff. Early puppet pornography. The wheel was invented by a genius. Not necessarily so. The axle was invented by a genius, I think. That takes more in my mind. The wheel, not so much, you know. The wheel was, you know, without the axle, the wheel is just a lazy Susan. And before the wheel, a lazy Susan was a woman just standing on a table with Chinese food. What do you want? Noodles. I've forgotten the noodle. What? Dim sum. Yeah, okay. Black bean sauce. We're out of that. You're bloody lazy, yeah. Well, I didn't know. So someone invented a wheel was obviously mad. I've invented the wheel. Well, what does it do? It's a major contribution to road travel. Well, how does it work? You strap your body around the wheel and someone pushes you down a mountain. You'll break your back. Only in two places. Here and at the bottom of the mountain. Have you met Axel Rod? What are you filming? His boot looks good there. His boot's very funny. Get on his boot. The wheel with an axle. You think you're there then, but in fact you've just got this. You put another wheel on, aha! But then you've got this. You've got to put a chair on it. Ah, then you've got this. Drill a hole through the chair. Ah. So many little inventions before you've got a Lamborghini. Now this is back when Neanderthals were around. Now Neanderthals was one different grouping, different to Homo sapien. There are lots of Homo sapiens, Homo erectus, Homo occidentalis, Homo habilis. There's a whole bunch of them which really confuse me. And then there's Neanderthals, and they're different. Neanderthals, right, they evolved for 200,000 years, and then they died out. Which is weird, because they're the kind of, you know, eyebrow ridge, like some of us have. Always look like they got a headache. You can't fucking... I remember when my watches, I feel so close to extinction. And they evolved for 200,000 years, and they ended up... How the fuck did they start? To end up... After 200,000 years, after 150,000 years, it must have been... 100,000 years. 50,000 years. At the beginning. And they were kind of, I don't know. And Homo sapien probably slightly more, yes, well, really, I've tried that, but it failed. How are you doing, Neanderthal? Not terribly well. I went out yesterday hunting with the tribe, and half of us died when we fell over the other half. And I damaged my tibia and run out of butter. I can't believe it's not sherbet. And then we all got a bit muddled. And then it got rainy. Yes, well, always good talking to you. Now, must go. I've got some swatches of moss for the new cave we're moving into. Getting it lagged down in the library end of the cave. Having a friend come round, putting some cave paintings up. Should fetch a pretty penny on things in your attic. Where are you living these days, Neanderthal? I am living in a pit of my own excrement. Ah, very clever. Keep you warm, yeah? Huh? Your poo keeps you warm, yeah? Does it? Oh, I thought that was your thinking. You're cleverer than... And they died out. And thank God they died out, because if Neanderthal hadn't died out, and Homo sapien had died out, then this gig would now be... And then I went out and I hunted the Tyrannosaurus Rex and I killed him with one hand in my mind. So, and also Neanderthal television news would be, and now on news, over to a breaking news. Steve. Huh? Steve? Oh, I didn't do anything. Right, now over to the election for leader of the tribe. I want to be leader because I've got teeth. I want to be leader because I haven't got teeth and no dentistry bills. I don't want to be leader. I want to be leader because I'm near to the edge of the stage. William Shakespeare would have written, to be or not to be, or maybe, or honeybee. These are all the bees I know. Whether it is nobler to suffer slings and arrows and outrageous fortune, or to wrestle a rat for half an hour. These are a few of my favourite things. That's all from me. Love from Kenny. P.S. My brain hurts. And all those design programs on television would be, and then we've taken your pit and we've put poo here, we put poo there, excrement here, and poo here, then a wee sort of fountain here, a poo, 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 bit of wee, and a workstation. And here they come. This is shit. Those programs, there's so many. Come and think, watch your thing, change it. Why are you wearing that? Cool, you should change this around. And they're just so watchable. You sort of go, I don't want to watch this. Oh yeah, I'd wear that. It's a fucking car. Now, there was an exodus in Africa. Everyone was in Africa, right? Having a good old time. Then there was an ice age, because there are ice ages and there are in-between ice ages called interglacial periods. And we're in one now between an ice age. And an ice age is due a week on Tuesday. This is actually true. There is one due now. It probably won't come like that. Hopefully. But it has been pretty rainy recently. Now, so there came a point when there was it got a huge ice age on the North and South Poles, so ice came up here, and then it got super hot around the equator because the water level of the oceans go down by a 40-story block of flats, or offices, doesn't really matter. And so it gets super hot in Africa, and people say, fucking hell, I'm getting out of here. Some went up via Egypt and into the Mediterranean, some went down Ethiopia, Yemen, down Oman and down to Australia. And I was born in Yemen, this Arabic country, the only communist Arabic country. That's where I was born. It's on the passport. And officials for years have kept pulling me over, going, communist country, da, da, da. Now America pulls me over, going, Izard, Yemen, Al-Qaeda territory. Over here, buddy, we got a checklist for you. And I'm furiously going, well, I don't see what the... Could be Al-Qaeda, sir. He's wearing a dress. They do that down there, sir. Okay, I'll shoot him in the leg, let the sharks get him. They can hear blood. Ah, fucking hell. Sonny sharks with big ears. So I have had people at immigration in America, because I go through immigration in a skirt and makeup and everything, boobs and all, and they look at me and go, "What do you do?" I'm a comedian. And they go, "Ha ha, we got a comedian." No. What do you do? No, I'm a comedian. We got a comedian here. So what do you do? I am a comedian. No, what do you do? I'm a comedian. What do you do? I'm a stripper. Stripper. In you come, sir. So here I was born. I'm just like Lawrence of Arabia, except very different and not so old and not dead. And I didn't do any of that stuff, and I wasn't called T.E. Lawrence or T.He Lawrence whenever he did his vaudeville act. Ooh, turned out nice again. Two old ladies in the desert. Now, my dad was there for 8 years. I don't have Sam credibility. I was there 1 year, so what do I know? But my dad was there 8 years, my mum was there 5 years, and so my dad has Sam credibility, and he learned the language like a native of Belgium. And he learned the Arabic actually for 1 beer, 2 beers, and 3 beers, and that's it. In 8 years. Pretty good going, Dad. So if he wanted 4 beers, he'd go 3 beer, 1 beer. Yes. Jeff's come in. 3 beer, 2 beer. You want 2 beer or 3 beer? 3 beer, 2 beer. 3 beer, 2 beer. You have a cold. And he'll also learn inshallah, which is what people say in Arabic, God willing. Inshallah. Like, the weather will be good tomorrow. Inshallah. Yeah. Like we might say, Steve, get out of the car, for Christ's sake. Slightly more forceful. What? Get out of the fucking car. And I was born there, you know, and it's my heritage. And me and my dad keep trying to go back there, but tourism and terrorism are very close in the dictionary, and so everyone gets confused, you know. But I think it's a nice place to go, if a little somewhat dangerous. But anyway, September the 11th happened, and we all went, oh my God, you know, and then a lot of us went out and bought the Quran. Okay, I went out and bought the Quran. There was a run on the Quran, so I think about 50% of people bought the Quran, and 50% of people bought gas masks. And another 20% of people worked out the mathematics, and they bought gas masks and the Quran, and sat there going, because you can't hear through a gas mask, you can't hear people speaking, and if the balloon does go up, people are going to be saying, I don't know when the time is. I said, don't know where to go up on it. You actually sound like that. Yeah, I know. I was born in a gas mask. So did I read the Quran immediately? Well, no, because it's a bit of a dip-in book, isn't it? The Bible and the Quran, they're not, my God, and then what happened? It's the guy in the blue shirt, isn't it? I know it. What happens at the end? You know, it's not that kind of book, is it? It's kind of like Noah and that stuff. I think that happened. I think they're oral histories of things that did happen. I think there was a tsunami. I think Noah, did God talk to him? I don't think so. I think he had a boat already. Did he get 2 of every animal? No fucking way, it's impossible. 2 pilot fish, you bring them to the surface, they explode. Got the... Hang on. Come on, it won't work, come on, it won't work, come on. Leave the pile of fish. They know where they're going. Was he on there with, you know, what did they eat for 40 days and 40 nights of rain? It must have felt like God, London or something. If they had 2 cows, 2 goats, how many cows you got now? 1. You need 2 to make baby. Yeah, well, he was really tasty. We bought lots of carrots, but we ran out of them. 2 flies. No way, you killed all the flies. You can't get all that thing. I just think he got on a boat and saved his livestock, you know? That's the story, I think. Anyway, so I thought I'd read the Quran on the plane, because I'm touring around. You need something to read on the plane. Then I thought, maybe that's not a good idea. with my breast strapped around my ears. Someone's bound to go, there's a man over there with his breast strapped around his ears, in the ground. There's a man over there with his breast strapped around his ears, in the ground. Blow him out the airlock. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, young child. You could get blown out the airlock, just like happened to, in the film Alien, Sigourney Weaver. The first alien, she blew him out the airlock. The second film, Aliens, she blew him out the airlock. In the third film, Aliens, she blew him out the airlock. And in the fourth film, Aliens, she blew him out the airlock. Now, the fifth film, they're going to start off by sucking the alien in the airlock. So it's going to confuse everyone. Suddenly, that hand comes up. Not me, you bloody idiot. I'm on your side, you daft bugger. Get off. Get the fuck off. I'm an alien. I'm a bloody alien. But suddenly, oh, God, the irony. Be a good scene. You could get blown out the airlock. It could happen. You know, in the future of space travel, we'll be in the middle of the air, and some kids might just press a button and you won't fall. It's quite pleasurable, except for the death at the end of it. And don't let the kids think they've won. Just... I think you stink. And before you die, adopt a very odd pose. And the people will find you a million years later in the dark matter and go, fucking hell, what happened to him? Oh, it doesn't matter. But anyway, I thought I could go and do a gig in Yemen. That was what I thought, you know, as a bridge building exercise. Now, it sounds, in Arabic, it sounds a bit crazy, but I've done gigs in French, and that was weird, because people in Britain said, why are you going to do gigs in France? And people in France said, why are you going to do gigs in France? I did my bad impression, Sean Connery in French. I was going, Je m'appelle James Bond, 007. Agent secret. Ici, c'est ma voiture, la Aston Martin. Avec deux chaises. La chaise là pour pussy galore. L'autre chaise pour le méchant, the bad guy. Si je poussais un bouton, le bad guy va blow him out the airlock. Which I thought was pretty fucking brilliant, you know. Bad impression, but in French. But the French guy said to me, all English-speaking actors are dubbed. We don't know what they sound like, really. So well done. We have no idea what you were doing. Waste of time. But it does mean you can do anyone with impunity. Maintenant, Burt Lancaster. Bonjour, je m'appelle Lancaster. Ici, c'est ma voiture. A Mini Cooper. Not that all actors have cars. So I could go and do a gig in Yemen. I could get down there, learn Arabic in Egypt. That's the best place to learn. Get down to Yemen, do a gig. Probably get stoned before the gig. Probably get stoned after the gig as well. And then I'd have to go to hospital, and then they'd really get stoned. And I should try it. About 10 years, 15 years, I don't know. But I'm a child of the Middle East, which means I can look to the east and the west. And in medicine, a lot of us are doing this, Eastern and Western medicine. Acupuncture, a way of the East. I had it on my shoulder. I have a rotator cuff problem in my shoulder. There are 4 big muscles. One is the supraspinatus. The other is the... Third one is the blue one. The fourth one's called the major twang. They're all blue and red, except for one muscle that is green with a white stripe around it. That's the earth, and... It's something like that. But they all hurt, well, the supraspinatus particularly. So I had acupuncture. And they obviously put those things, in the body there are levels. There are levels of ow, and in between the ow there's sponge cake. And they put it in the sponge cake. But I just found it feels like a small needle being pushed into my arm. And if 30 go and you say, I've swallowed a hedgehog, so I never look. So I've had an MRI where you get in a circular coffin and the steel band plays on your head. But I had a CAT scan, but he didn't know what he was doing. What do you think it means? Well, turn it up a bit. I'll give you all the fish you want. Tell me. Interestingly, in dentistry, there only seems to be Western dentistry. I haven't heard of Eastern dentistry. Western dentistry is still basically torture with plug-in equipment. Those two sounds, remember when we were children? Which is just the noise of the dentist talking. I haven't seen you for a while. It's good to see you in the way. Let's sit him down in the chair and drill his little face off. Always start with a softly, softly, catchy monkey way. Right, we're going to do an X-ray. This is not dangerous. Just close your eyes and relax while we get the fuck out. Okay, just went to the Bahamas. I had to go to the toilet. So, your face feels a little runny. Well, that's a good thing. So come in bed. Now and then when they do I love it, the X-ray things then. Put the X-ray in that light box and you go, there's your problem. Got no skin. But it doesn't, you see that's decay. That's my skull. No, that's decay. What, see the black bit? That's the background, isn't it? They can say anything. You see all your teeth there, they're all upside down. We're gonna have to take them out and give them to a dog. Put them in a crunchy. What? Then they go into the pokey face, still not drilling yet, just pokey, with a bit of code, T1L9C4. And the whole relationship between the dentist and the nurse seems to be one of heightened sexuality. T7. Sorry about that. T4. Looking awfully nurse-like today, nurse. Dental hygienist that you are. T79. This all means something, all this code. First tooth, strong. Maybe I can knock it with equipment and loosen it next time, pull it out with pliers. Second tooth, bleeding around the gums. If I get the little white stuff, and I could increase the bleeding somewhat by... It is brilliant that we have encouraged them all to make bleeding in their gums. They think it makes them better. Third tooth, the decay that I planted last time has taken hold. Oh, God, I gotta do a drilling now. Okay, let's drill. And these are all just plug-in equipment. I think they should have, they always have, they're just one handle. They really should have two handles. Then they go into the bad carpentry phase. Sometimes it just looks like they're trying to impress them. Look at me. Sorry, I've gone through your cheek there. There we go. Anesthetic. Oh, yes. I forgot that, didn't I? Nurse, put your finger in his mouth and go... You're not even plugged in, you're just making the noises. Right, I've drilled all your teeth down to a pulp. I'm gonna screw in these new ones. They're made out of titanium. They're sponsored by Scrabble. The top set's gonna be fantastically. Bottom set says, fuck me, baby. And then you have to rinse, and you do that rinsing thing with the cheap red stuff that's not even bloody cranberry flavor or anything. And there's no plug in that sink thing. Because if there was a plug, you could go, that's my tooth, and that's another tooth. And that's all the cash in my mouth. It just goes straight down, doesn't it? You go, And after 3, it's gone, isn't it? And you go for more. There's no tap. One more, and then more. It's like we're children. We're not trusted to put more of the cheap fucking red stuff. He's got a separate tap thing over here. Put that bloody thing over here. What are we, idiots? You're drilling our teeth so our hands don't work? Give us more of that stuff. Oh, God, everything is painful in dentistry. Even the new thing. My dentist said there's a new water blower that blows plaque off your teeth. I thought, fantastic. How beautiful is that? But it blows it at the speed of light. So this might feel like 4,000 daggers going... Guns have silencers. Why can't drills have silencers? Instead of bang, it goes... Can't go... If only it could. Horse whisperers, very touchy-feely horse trainers. Oh, there, boy. Oh, how tall are you? 15 hands. Oh. You got 15 hands? You're Martian? A Martian horse over here. Oh, I see, 15 hands, right. Glad we didn't measure it in feet. Everything's measured in feet except horses, which are measured in hands. What happened there? Someone should be... I'm 9 bottoms tall, you know. Really? Are you? Yes. See that building? That's 29 bottoms high. He's 3 thighs tall. 4 kneecaps and a budgerigar. Horses measured in hands. What the fuck? Anyway, the horse whisperers obviously, let's see. Horse is going, I can't quite hear what you're saying, actually. I'll tell you what I said was, why don't you... No, I still can't quite pick it up. Just seem to be going... Horse shouters should get a lot further, shouldn't they? Walk forwards, you, walk forwards. Walk, or I hit you with this. Child. Yeah, and fox hunting, I think, is still happening in this country after years because posh people want to get those foxes for what foxes did to chickens. And remember, posh people have had an alliance with chickens since the First World War. They go to the same clubs and go, yes, I know that. Bark, 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 bark. Oh, really? Did you try that? Bark, 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 bark. With a workstation, fantastic. Bark, 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 bark. Yes, excrement, never really... So they chase in the red coats and the horse in the fox hunting thing, and they catch the fox. Mr. Fox, you must be culled. It is a scientific experiment we're doing. You must be killed. How would you wish to be killed? By lethal injection is the safest and most painless way. How would you like to be ripped apart by dogs? I'd really rather not, because it's just... Holy crap. In my mind. Then they take the fox all bloody, and they take the young children, and they go blah, 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 in their faces. And the children go, thank you, Father, for blood on my face, for I will never be fucked up by this. And one day I'll grow up to be captain of industry, or captain of a tugboat, or Captain Scarlet, or Captain Birdseye. Captain Antonil. I think I've got that plague thing. So my idea is for posh people to do fly hunting, because no one likes flies. It's a win-win scenario. You get rid of flies, and the posh people can do their hunting, because they don't want to hunt a fox per se, whatever that means. They want to hunt anything that they can hunt, anything that runs away a little bit, like a turtle or a poor person or a member of the Labour Party. Anyone. So, give them fly hunting, give them a flamethrower each. Dun, 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 dun. Got 2. There's one. Missed him. Sorry, Tasman. later that day. How did it go, Colonel? Got 45 flies. Fantastic. 2 of our party died, I'm afraid. C'est la guerre. It would be so good. But finally tonight, having been the kid with the black bobble hat who did all this, I got cast in a Western last year. A Western called Blueberry. It's a French Western, which I'm calling a baguette Western. It's true. It comes out in Paris in February the 11th in Paris. So get your French brushed up, or in German if you want to pick it up, or if you're only good at Flemish, that's also get over there. But it's coming out, and I'm a German cowboy in this thing, and I had to go out to Mexico, and I'm playing a German cowboy, and Michael Madsen's in it. And first day, me, Michael Madsen on horses, and a Mexican actor called Antonio, who was a very sweet guy. His horse was facing backwards before we took off, and I thought, my God, either he's a genius on a horse, or he's not. I didn't know. It turned out that we were all crap, but I was worried about saying, I wasn't a bad guy, I was like a medium idiot in the thing. And I didn't want to say, okay, we're gonna ride out of here, let's go. You know, that embarrassing thing. I had spurs on, which I thought was good, because I can give them a bit of metal if there was a problem. So they said, okay, your first scene, you see the Chiricahua Indians over there. That's the Mexican stuntman. When you see them, you say, let's go for the sacred mountains, and I want you to gallop off over the sacred mountains. And then we'll say, cut, coupe, and then it's finished. Okay. First scene, so we're all ready. Antonio is facing backwards. Action. Hey, blah, 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 blah. The Chiricahua Indians. We must get out of here. Head to the sacred mountains. That would be the best way. Okay. Let's ride. Holy. 160 miles an hour. This is too much. I'm just holding on for dear life, turning out my spurs like this, so not even a filament of metal touched the horse's side. Because then he'd go, you want me to go faster? You're taking off. So I'm riding like this, just hanging on. Because it's not cool to say, see the bad guys. One guy. That's not cool either. Antonio's going backwards at 160. He's a genius on a horse. 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 11 minutes. I can't even see the camera team behind me. Stop. These are the deserts of northern Mexico, up by the US border. We're just going on. Suddenly come to the US border. Hey, buddy, where are you going? Where are you born? I was born here with the... Then I remember, turn the horse in a circle. That slows him down. To about 90 miles an hour. Well, Canadian border, where are you? Just hang on. Then I remember sharks. Fire brigade hat. Into the fire brigade hat. Where's the sliding pole? Where's the sliding pole? Where's the sliding pole? And I made my escape. Anyway, that's all from me. tonight. Thank you. London, good night.